Hello, you beautiful disaster. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one with the shaky hands and the guilty conscience. I see you because I was you. Not too long ago, I was dancing with the devil, and let me tell you, he's got 2 left feet and bad breath. It all started innocently enough. A little puff here, a little snort there. Before I knew it, I was a mess, a hot mess, and not the kind you'd want to take home to your family. My life was a constant cycle of highs and lows, mostly lows if I'm being honest. I'd wake up in strange places, covered in strange substances, wondering how I'd managed to lose my shoes and dignity in one night. But here's the kicker. I'm telling you because I want you to know that if someone like me can turn it around, so can you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Higher power. Sounds like a load of bollocks to me. Trust me, I get it. When I first heard about this higher power business, I thought it was just another way for the universe to take the piss out of me. But let me tell you, it's not what you think. A higher power isn't some bloke with a long beard sitting on a cloud, judging your every move. It's more like having a personal cheerleader that lives in your head. For me, my higher power started out as the ocean. Why? Because it was vast, powerful, and completely indifferent to my bullshit. It didn't care if I was high or sober, rich or poor. And somehow that consistency gave me comfort. Your higher power might be nature, the universe, a traditional god, or even the collective wisdom of those who've walked this path before you. Now, you might be wondering, why should I bother with all this higher power malarkey? Well, let me break it down for you, Sheila. Having a higher power in your corner is like having a secret weapon in the battle against addiction. It's your ace in the hole, your get-out-of-jail-free card. First off, it gives you accountability. When you're answering to something bigger than yourself, it's a lot harder to justify that one last hit or just one more drink. Secondly, it gives you strength. There will be days when you feel like you're trying to climb Uluru with your hands tied behind your back. That's when your higher power steps in. It's that little voice in your head saying, "Come on, you drongo. You've got this." All right, so you're sold on this higher power idea. But how do you find one? Well, it's not like you can just pop down to the local Woolies and pick one up along with your Tim Tams and Vegemite. Finding your higher power is a bit more personal. First things first, keep an open mind. Your higher power doesn't have to be religious or spiritual in the traditional sense. It can be anything that gives your life meaning and helps you stay on track. For some, it's the beauty of nature. For others, it's the love they have for their family. And for a select few, it's the unwavering belief that one day they'll find the perfect meat pie. Next, try a bit of soul searching. What gives you peace? What makes you feel connected to something bigger than yourself? Don't be afraid to experiment. Try meditation, go for a bushwalk, or join a support group. Section 5. The Recovery Roller Coaster, My 2 cents. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Recovery isn't all sunshine and lollipops. It's more like a roller coaster ride through the outback, thrilling, terrifying, and occasionally making you want to chuck your guts up. But here's the thing, it's worth every second. In my experience, the first few weeks are the toughest. You'll feel like a koala trying to run a marathon, slow, confused, and desperately wanting to cling to the nearest tree, or in this case, bottle. But hang in there, mate, it gets better. Your body and mind start to clear up, and suddenly, you're seeing the world in high definition. One thing that really helped me was developing a routine, whether it's a morning jog, a meditation session, or just a quiet cuppa while you watch the sunrise. Having something consistent to anchor your day can make all the difference. Another tip, find your tribe. Surround yourself with people who support your recovery. Section 6. Strength in numbers. You're not alone. Here's something I want you to tattoo on your forehead. Or just remember, if you're not into extreme body modification, you are not alone. I know addiction can make you feel like you're stuck on a deserted island with nothing but your demons for company. But that's a load of codswallop. There's a whole community out there of people just like you and me. People who've danced with the devil and lived to tell the tale. People who understand what it's like to feel so low you could limbo under a snake's belly. Support groups are a goldmine. They're like a pub, but instead of drinking, you're sharing stories and supporting each other. And the best part? No hangover the next day. Your support network can be anyone who's got your back. The point is, don't try to go it alone. We humans are social creatures, and there's strength in numbers. Section 7. Taking the plunge. Your turn to dive in. All right, you beautiful disaster, it's time to stop dipping your toes in the water and take the plunge. Recovery isn't a spectator sport. It's time to get off the bench and into the game. First things first, make a commitment. To yourself, to your higher power, to your goldfish. Doesn't matter, just make it. Say it out loud. I'm ready to change. There's power in those words, mate. Next, get help. Whether it's a professional counselor, a support group, or just a mate who's been through it, reach out. And finally, be patient with yourself. Recovery isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. But the view at the end? Absolutely worth it. Section 8. Join the Power in Recovery Squad. Well, you've made it this far, you legend. You've listened to me ramble on about higher powers, roller coasters, and kangaroos in wetsuits. Now it's time for the grand finale, the cherry on top of this recovery Sunday. I want to invite you to join our Power in Recovery community. No, it's not a cult, although we do have some pretty sweet t-shirts. It's a group of battlers just like you and me, all supporting each other on this wild ride we call recovery. We share stories, swap tips, and occasionally argue about whether Vegemite is better than Marmite. Spoiler alert, it is. Being part of this community is like having a 24/7 cheer squad in your pocket. Feeling wobbly? Reach out. Celebrating a milestone? We'll throw you a virtual party. Need someone to talk you out of making a monumentally stupid decision? We've got your back. So what do you say, mate? Are you ready to join the squad? Because recovery isn't just about getting clean. It's about building a life so good you don't need to escape from it.